little bit worried. I'm a little concerned for two reasons. There are two things I'm concerned about. One, we have too many cupcakes. That's too many cupcakes! Who's gonna eat all those cupcakes? I don't know. I'll eat some after I eat my Applebees. I went and got Applebees today. I'll show you that. My girlfriend didn't believe for a second that I was walking to Applebees. She had sent me messages, which still have not come. Actually, I can't say that for sure because now I'm publishing this on the internet. Maybe they have come. I will talk to you if they come, She thought I was ignoring her because some Facebook messages she sent and haven't gotten to me. Plus, I was out walking, getting Applebee's food. So she thought she was being ignored and she got very angry with me. I have been with a woman who, when she felt she was being abandoned, got very angry. That's how I got to Huntsville. I need to make it clear, this is not sponsored by Applebees, okay? Applebees did not sponsor this program, not in any way. They do not, I do not speak for Applebees. Applebees and I just happen to be friends. The Supreme Court decided corporations are people. I believed that so strongly that I formed a friendship with Applebees. And they're feeding me, okay? They found out that I didn't have a job right now and they sent me a gift card. Applebees is for real feeding me today. So I'm going to go to Applebees because they're friends with me. I call them my Apple Bay, B-A-E, because the kids are saying that, for people that they love. And I just happen to love Applebees. We're friends. I've talked about it on stage. Long story. I'm going to eat today. Thanks, Applebees. Hey, remember the fence fair? Remember the fence fair? So I don't know if you can see it. Can you see the fence fair? Where's the... Oh, it's way too far away, this camera. Alright, that's okay. Never mind. The fence is still... he's got other slats. He's going to put them on there. I'm just glad to see he's not, right on it, because it makes me feel better about what I procrastinate about in my life. Good guy. That neighbor. I don't like to meet my neighbors. I come from Baltimore City. Ignoring neighbors is what we do. But, good guy over there. Anybody that's willing to look at his fence being on fire and just walk calmly over to it and be like, oh, no, I got that. That's a good guy, that's what they say you need to do with life, right? Don't panic. Always remember to bring your towel. I had been admiring his Zen chair for a while. I've commented on it in the program. That's a gravesite of a cherished pet they used to have. So, yeah, it was deeper than I thought. Sorry. But yeah, to Applebees, because Applebees is going to feed me today. And that's awesome. Again, Applebees did not sponsor this web series. This web series is sponsored by Gumption. Gumption and the venue, and the lovely venue that we're going to do a screening at in about a week. Look at those shoes. This is a real city, Huntsville, Alabama. You got shoes on the power lines. 2 of them. 2 pairs of shoes. That's twice the amount of city as some other southern towns. Yeah, they don't call it Rocket City for nothing. It's a real city. Look at those shoes. I don't even know what I'm getting at Applebee's. I'm so excited. God, this is going to take forever. We just get to Andrew Jackson. It's going to take forever. There's something as a middle-aged man that has always made me uncomfortable, when you're walking around in public, and there's the needy kid that is determined to say hello, You know, they're like, hi, and, you know, it's like, you could say hi, but it's like, look, kid, I'm not going to get into a conversation with you, because that's going to be really weird. Everybody's going to be like, the fuck are you guys talking about? This isn't right. Yeah, so that one is determined to say hello. She's just standing on her front porch going, hi, hi. Like, oh God, kids are just tiny little psychotic people. It's hilarious. So I know grown human beings who are like that, you know, because I'm like their leader or something. Crazy people gravitate to me. It's like they think I'm gonna be able to tell them what to do. I can tell you how I survived. Beyond that, and God, I'm not doing a very good job of it, am I? I think that much is clear. Anyway, that kid wanted to say hello to anyone who would listen, so I figured I'd give the kid access to you, Eloisa. That kid says hi, all the way from the deep south. Call it, it's the fuzz. It's fine. I'm glad he's here. My God, 5 points. It's the center of hipster activity. Protect me from the hipsters, Sheriff. Ooh. So those are the ones you gotta worry about, the hipsters. They're up to no good. Just judging people. Judging art. Arbitrarily. Saying, I'm right about this art. No, yeah, I'm right about this art. Oh, God. Enough already. Just enjoy something. Hipsters. Ugh. This thing. Can I call it a gully? I want to call it a gully. What is a gully? I was calling it a culvert. Because somebody wrote free hugs on the tunnel and put an arrow. Well, that's disturbing. A rainstorm washed it away. Just some weirdo. Some weirdo wrote free hugs on the culvert. Gully by the Dollar General in 5 points to promote his friends who have a podcast called Hug Life that you can look up on the internet by Googling Hug Life Podcast. They do that out of Seattle. Some nut wrote free hugs on the culvert. Gully. Hipsters, am I right? Yeah, I don't know why you keep filming, because it's going to take a while. I don't know who I'm arguing with, because I have no film crew. I don't know why I'm speaking in this fashion. It's not very entertaining. This really is going to take a minute, so. What I should do is just show you the clip. There's a clip. You know, I think I tried to ask you this once, but are you familiar with Applebees, Eloisa? I don't know how international of a brand Applebees is. But Applebees and I are friends. Just saying. Like I said, long story. It rains a lot and it floods a lot. So there's a whole lot of culverts around. So that's something. You see when it's raining how like full those things get. Just water rushing through. It says you can boogie board on it. It's crazy. Right now, very dry. But you got those things everywhere around here. Eloisa. Oh my goodness. We gotta see Venice. That would be lovely. You've talked about Venice a little. The real Carnival. Not that cheap copy, that cheap knockoff they do in Brazil. Isn't Venice sinking? I heard it was sinking. Okay, so unfortunately, living at Comedy House 5 Points location as I do, I am equidistant between the two Applebees in town. They're both on the Parkway. One's north, one's south. I am going to make a right on the Parkway. I'm going to go to the north location. And it will be wonderful because I am going to get food from Applebee's today because Applebee's is sweet. They sent me an email that says, I'm great. And they were like, hey, here's a meal on us because we like you. Thank you, Applebee's. I'll be there in a minute. Surely take care of myself better or something. Oh, Lord, thank God I'm walking by Hemsey. So it's like if I don't make it all the way back. These guys can help me out, take me to the hospital. Don't worry, not that kind of hospital. I'm fine. I'm not fine. I mean, we're working on it. Alright, we're on Memorial. We're on Memorial Parkway now. Oh, we're almost there. I don't know, we might be like 3/4 of a mile away. We're almost there. And it's ironic, I have a lot of friends who pursue comedy. A lot of friends that go to open mics every week, they're working hard, they're writing new stuff, and they're trying to perform, be performers. Some of them scoff a little that I'm friends with Applebees and so they go, wuss, they don't understand. But Applebees, they write so, their jokes are so clever, they're a lot funnier than, a good handful of my stand-up comedy friends. So, I don't think that's irony. It's just sad. I don't know. I'm going to Applebee's because Applebee's said that I could have some food. They sent me a gift card. I like Applebee's. They're my Apple Bay. Oh, holy crap. It just occurred to me that's the soup kitchen that we're raising money for at the film screening. We're having a film screening at Hops Wild next week, Wednesday. And that's the soup kitchen that we're raising money for. So that's neat. I forgot I was going to be walking by it for this walk. I swear I didn't remember. But that's convenient. Alright, to Applebee's. You want to know how Huntsville does it? That's how Huntsville does it. Look, that's how Huntsville does it, huh? Look at that thing. Yeah, the thing's great. Alright, Applebee's, like I said. I repeat myself a lot. I really do. It's because I never know if I'm making sense. People look at me like, what the hell are you talking about? Most of the time that I'm talking, I talk a lot to a lot of people. But I just wanted to explain once again that Applebee's is paying for my dinner tonight. Because Applebee's and I joke around on Twitter a lot. We have for years. And Applebee's has been very kind to me. And when I mentioned that I had lost my job, I mentioned that to them a few weeks back. They immediately were like, hey, what's your email address? We'll send you a gift. And they sent me a gift card, and I'm going to eat food tonight because of Applebee's having sympathy for me losing my job. Now I've got a film. I've produced a film. I've got a film screening next week. Things are different now. So I'm going to celebrate. And Applebee's is paying for my dinner. They have not endorsed this program, okay? They did not sponsor the show. I don't want you to think that that's the situation here. I am simply thanking them the way that I thank everybody with film. Thank you, Applebee's, for paying for my dinner. Almost there. It's going to be a really good dinner by the time I get it back home, I swear. I'm not eating like this. Look at me. I'm a mess. I'm not going to eat inside your restaurant. I respect you too much for that. You're very clever marketing folk there at Applebee's. It's not just because I have an emotional dysregulation issue that I love Applebee's so much. I just want to say I respect the writing. They are pretty funny. I see it. See it? It's up there. I'm close. Applebee's, I promised I would come. I promised I would come and I would visit you, and finally I have. Finally, I've made it to my neighborhood grill and bar, which I wish was a little closer to my neighborhood, to be honest. I can't argue. I can't complain about that. You're buying my dinner tonight, and again, thank you. Honestly, I really can't thank you enough. You know. We're going through a time. There's film on that. We don't have to recap. I'm gonna eat me some Applebee's. This is lovely. Oh, I don't think I really belong in public. Yeah. That's dinner. Dinner paid by Applebees. Thank you guys. Again, they didn't sponsor the program, but thank you for dinner. Dude, Applebees is taking care of me.
Yeah, he's in his bag.
That was wonderful. That was lovely. The bartender had an extra drink. He gave me the drink. It was nice. He was being a nice man. He's not going to pour the drink out. It was an extra drink. So not only did Applebee's pay for my dinner, but they gave me a drink too. Come on, that's hospitality. That is Southern hospitality. Thank you, Applebee's, your neighborhood grill and bar, who did not endorse or sponsor this program in any way except for the fact that they bought me dinner tonight. I'm just too neurotic of a human being to eat around other human beings. I'm sorry, Applebee's, that I couldn't join you for dinner and I couldn't stay. But I'm very neurotic, as you could see from the 10 hours of film that I just published, and I'm having a screening for a portion of in about a week in Rocket City, also known as Huntsville, Alabama. Seriously, Applebee's, thank you for dinner. This is going to, once I eventually get home, so I think we've got a ways to go. Once I get home, this could be a really nice dinner, and thank you. You guys are sweet, and you're funny and clever. You're very good marketers. All of you there at the Applebee's team that I've joked with over the years. Again, thank you for dinner. You know, I know that Congress has been making moves on, like, predatory lenders and stuff, but not enough, because they can still put stuff like that on the front. What does it say? It says, fast, in the one circle, and cash, and now, and yes, and then just money signs. Like, okay, yeah, no, that's not shady at all. Nah, I'm sure that this business is totally on the up and up. They're not a predatory lender. No. Title Max? Oh no, there's no way. There's no way that they're just taking advantage of desperate people. I'm sure that that's not what's happening there. I mean, on the front, look at the front of the building. It says fast cash, yes, now, and then money signs. Now it says fast cash now, yes, money signs. See? Reputable. Totally reputable lender. Phew, America. I gotta get to Milan. This is just... You know what? That there. Not a culvert or a gully. It's a damn gulch. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. No, I'm not gonna die. There are no sidewalks in Huntsville, and so walking can be a little challenging and death-defying from time to time. That truck was a little concerned about how close he was going to come to killing me. I was a little concerned too. We were all concerned there for a minute. Looks like we're gonna be fine. Yeah, we're gonna get there. It'd be neat if there were more sidewalks in Huntsville. That'd be neat. Yeah, neat feat of technology, tech town. With engineering. You got engineers. Pretty sure you do. Yeah. This just kind of stopped me here. Because this was something once. Like, this used to be was something. Like, this tiled floor, they didn't just put a tile floor in the middle of nowhere. This was a store or something. This is the foundation for a building at one time. Feels like me. You know, used to be an actual full human being once. This is once again something I never expected to happen. Making a web series that people actually enjoy, or a film that people actually enjoy. But we're doing a screening. We're going to do it in public. And people are going to show up this time. Hopefully. We've been talking to the media. I talked with my dad. Alright? I got connections. I was raised by two people. A woman named Janet in Baltimore City, and the television. So I talked to my dad, the television, And the television actually thinks this is a good idea. And we're going to raise money for these guys, the Rose of Sharon Super Kitchen, the thrift store. They're going to be doing a Sunday morning worship service soon, which is neat. Anyway, soon we're going to be, in about a week, at a place called Hopswild. We're doing a screening of this film, the web series, the whole shebang, not the whole thing. There's so many hours of it. We won't do the whole thing. We're going to do parts of it. And we're doing it to, 20% of the door, okay? That's all I can give you, Rose of Sharon, I'm sorry. But 20% of the door is going to the Rose of Sharon. We're handling the venue also, and then I get some of it because I made a film. I mean, come on, guys. Help support arts, right? I also need to eat. I haven't eaten at the Rose of Sharon in a while, but my roommates are tired of me eating their food. So, Applebees sent me dinner. But they're not going to keep sending me dinner. Applebees won't. So, I gotta make my own too. But 20% of it's going to the Rose of Sharon. The reason why is the Rose of Sharon gave me a coat when I was living in Big Spring Park in 2014. For a couple of months I was living in the park, okay? And Rose of Sharon helped. They gave me a coat. I need to pay them back. So I made a film and a charity event, and we're going to raise money for Rose of Sharon. The Huntsville comedy scene raised $1,500 in December for them because they were struggling. The soup kitchen is struggling to help the people who are struggling. We need to help the soup kitchen as a town, Huntsville. So we make events and we try to do it. And another one of those events is coming, and it's a screening for the web series A Courtship. Have you seen it? Of course, because you're watching it now. I'm sorry, I get so confused. Yeah, we're going to have a film screening, and we're raising money for that place that I just walked by. So, I hope you guys come out and see it. This is on the internet, so it's probably already happened. God, that was a good time, wasn't it? We had such good fun. We raised so much money. We had fun that day. That is now in the past because of the magic and wonder of the internet. Alright, I'm going to take my dinner home. I'm going to eat it. I just want to say, when you do stuff like this, when you live like me, when you live a stupid life, when you get up out of your room and you just go, you know what, I'm going to walk to Applebee's, I'm going to get some food to go, and I'm going to walk it back to this room, and I'm going to heat that food up, I'm going to eat it there. When you make decisions like that, and you're treated to a view like this, and you realize that you just did that, you just decided, hey, you know that gift that those marketing people sent me? I'm going to go cash that gift in today. I don't have any help or support or transportation, but I'm going to do that anyway. And then you do that. It's a good feeling. Makes you feel like stuff's possible. Like if you want stuff, if you want to make stuff happen, or if you want to make change in yourself or the world, or whatever, that's possible. So like I make these stupid walks a lot. I do. But that's why. Because it makes you feel like shit's possible. I'm back. Hey, we're back. Back to, I don't know, quote-unquote home. Where the shoes are, at least. Home is where the shoes are hanging on telephone lines. When you grow up in Baltimore City, that's true. Yeah, we're back at the Comedy House 5 Points. I would say stay tuned, but there's nothing analog anymore about anything, is there? Keep coming back to the YouTube channel. We got another episode coming or whatever. No, for real. We'll have one soon. Mon doudou. Eloisa. It's Joel. What a weird thing to say. I've been making a movie for you. I keep saying that like I'm talking to you on the phone. Eloisa, it's Joel. I just did talk to you on the phone, and you were so mad at me. You hated me because you thought I was ignoring your Facebook messages. I still haven't gotten the messages. I'm looking for them. I'm waiting for them. But I do not hate you because I know that you intend to send them. I'm sorry. Please don't assume that I don't care. Why would I have made 10 hours worth of film for you? We might be at 10. I'm not sure how long all of this footage is. But I have made a very long film for you, Eloisa. I care about you a lot. This is not a show for fun. This is a show because you captivated me. And I got way, way into you, Eloisa. So please, don't assume I didn't care. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the messages. The messages haven't come. I'm waiting for them, actually, because they were for a purpose. This was like they were very specific. We talked about it. I'd like that response from you so that I can put the things together. You asked me to respond to an article. There was a whole thing. We're working on an episode, Eloisa and I. And I'm waiting on those messages. So, had I gotten them, I would have responded. But, like I said, I was walking. I was walking a very, very long way because a very nice restaurant that is friends with me on Twitter sent me a gift card, and I got dinner from them, and I'm going to eat that dinner. I mean, you know me. I have complications when it comes to eating. I'll eat that dinner eventually once I've figured out, how to get myself into a mindset to want to eat. But I have the dinner here. I walked 2.5 miles to get it and 2.5 miles back, and that's why I didn't answer. Also, I still don't have the messages. Even if I don't know. Even if I was here, I wouldn't have answered because I still don't have the Facebook messages. I don't know what happened. We agree. Facebook is stupid. It is stupid. I hate it. Twitter is better. But I will establish some income, and I will get a phone so that you can call me. The last person that I had a phone for was also a borderline. She wasn't even my girlfriend, but she was the only person who called me, ever. And it was always urgent. She always needed me, I guess that's kind of the appeal. Being with somebody who's borderline is because you feel very needed. Urgently needed, often. It's nice to feel needed. Maybe it's not always healthy. It's definitely not healthy if you assume I don't care, Eloisa. So please, don't assume my feelings. Ask me that I'm sorry I was unavailable. I will create the situation where I can be more available to you. I know it's just Facebook and Twitter, and I know that is frustrating. Hashtag that BPD, though. I mean, you hated me so much today. I just feel bad. I care a lot about you, Eloisa. I know you're just sleeping sweetly right now, but when you wake up, hopefully you will see this, and you will understand that I was walking a very long way while you were waiting for me to check in with you. So, I will be more conscious of my time frames, and I will check in with you more frequently. Eloisa, I hope that you are facing your day with some coffee and a cigarette, and that you have a lovely day today, because you'll be seeing this in the morning. I am going to go focus on figuring out how to eat my food, because my life is complicated that way. What if this is as good as it gets? Oh, God, that was a fun movie. You should watch that sometime. All right, I'm going to go see about figuring out how to eat.